Hello, this is Hunter Kelly with Rare Country, and we're here with Granger Smith, who is enjoying a really big hit with Back Road Song. Sorry,
Yeah,
Back Road Song. So tell me about this song, and just did you have a feeling that it was going to be the one that would go the distance for you?
Honestly, no. I've written a lot of songs. I've recorded and put out a lot of songs, and you get a feeling like, this feels really good, but you can't get too excited because I've done enough in the past that I get excited about, and then they fizzle out. But this one felt good, and it felt like it had the right components, but you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah. So we've got questions from fans are starting to roll in, so we wanted to get those going. The first one, and go ahead and send those questions in if you're out there watching. Jonda wants to know, what embarrassing music would we find in your music library? Like, what would you kind of be like, oh crap, that doesn't fit with what we think of with Granger?
I have an easy listening collection, like a new age, like Sade and a bunch of really, I use that usually on the airplane, put on headphones, close my eyes, and it's probably not what people ever would expect me or Earl Dibbles to listen to, but I do enjoy it.
It chills you out?
Chills me out,
That's good. Kristen wants to know, do you sleep well on the bus, or is it kind of rough?
The first days of any tour is always the hardest to sleep, and you're knocked around, and then by the second day you're so tired because you didn't sleep the first day that you're knocked out. But by the third day you're kind of used to the rhythm of it, and you're used to the schedule, and you're good to go.
I mean, the bus the motor is kind of like a noise machine a little bit, you know?
It is a noise machine, and then the brakes will wake you up real quick.
Yeah. Have you heard any near misses on the road, or kind of, because you're out there, any kind of...
As far as bus incidents, it's the ones that I could speak about always are the snowy, icy days. And there's been a couple times I'll come up in the middle of the night. I'll feel I know what it feels like now to be on ice.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I know. And when I first started traveling on a bus, I was freaked out. I couldn't close my eyes, but then years go by and you just trust the driver.
Yeah.
He's doing what he's supposed to be doing, and he's my friend. I trust him. But a couple times I've gone up into the front in the middle of the night and seen just a sheet of ice that he's driving on, and I just go, going back to bed.
I don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
So Amanda wants to know, what do you do in your spare time?
I don't have any. Oh my gosh, yes. So these days it seems like with the single and with the album, it's been so busy. But I love to hunt and fish, whether it's bird hunting or deer hunting. Those are my two favorites. And I have some funny habits, like I love to do gardens and fruit trees and things like that. And I don't get to do it nearly enough, but that's what relaxes me.
So Taylor wants to know, what's your favorite song you've ever recorded?
That's a great question, and I would say there's a song called "Colorblind" that came out in 2007, and it's the first time I really felt like I had something special. It's a slower song, but I look back and it was I recorded it in my house. This is the first one of that. Now they all have been, but that was the first one, and so yeah.
The Back Road song's pretty special too.
And that one, and my first hit on the radio. Yeah.
So Ray wants to know, what's your favorite color?
I'm colorblind, so which is funny. Back-to-back questions.
Yes.
Blue, no doubt. Blue is my favorite color.
Yeah. You're really colorblind.
Yeah.
Holy crap! What an interesting fact. Michelle, what is your biggest? She wants to know, what's your biggest dream?
To be a good dad, honestly. I have two real little ones, and it's a challenge in chasing this crazy dream, chasing this career, and building this up, and also remembering that I'm a dad and putting my focus into that. So that's a challenge every day, going through my mind on how to raise them right in this crazy life.
Yeah. Michelle also wants to know, what's your favorite NFL team. She's got a lot of questions today. Hey, Michelle.
Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys?
Yeah.
So have you been to a game?
Yeah. I was born and raised in Dallas.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So, holy crap, the AT&T Stadium is just massive.
Amazing stadium. Yeah.
Would you like to play there someday?
Yeah. That would be a number one on the list.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, number one.
But that place is just insane. Like,
yeah.
It's massive. Kayla wants to know, what's your favorite getaway? Where do you like to go to unwind?
Besides, when it comes to beach and mountains, I'm a mountain guy.
Yeah.
So if you take that out of the equation, then where my parents live, they live on a ranch in Central Texas, and I know all the nooks and crannies on that ranch, and I know places to go that no one ever knows or knows how to find me.
Yeah, that's awesome. Carrie wants to know who is your biggest musical inspiration?
George Strait.
George Strait.
Yep.
The King.
The King.
Yeah.
I didn't hesitate.
Yeah, no, you did not.
Yeah.
What is it about his catalog that's inspired you?
Well, for one, his whole career spanned through my entire life, from when I was born to now. And so growing up, these songs were so impactful. They're easily digestible. You know, songs that you could just instantly hear and understand, and they all feel good. He was really good at picking songs that felt good first, and what they said mattered second. So he was great at that, and that's my same rule.
60 number one hits that guy had. Yeah, that's awesome. Stephen wants to know, you're wearing his coat. So I guess does Stephen have the, Stephen, I
there
guess
you go.
The same coat. That's good for Stephen. Tori, oh my gosh, these are getting weird. Tori wants to know, am I your favorite person?
Tori, yeah.
Tori,
I was just thinking as you were writing that you're my favorite person.
Tori, oh crap. Okay, sorry about that. So we have to do Facebook Live on the phone. It's only mobile. So whoever just called, sorry, we'll get back to you really soon. Yeah, where did Yee come from?
It was a phrase from the original Earl Dibbles Jr. video, and there's a moment when Earl shoots a gun and yells "Yee Yee," and it was kind of a nothing moment, a passing moment, but then people kind of adopted that and remembered it and started saying it at our shows and yelling "Yee Yee," and then the more and more we heard it, the more it became us, and then it became our phrase, our part of our brand.
And you've got that awesome logo.
Yeah.
Earl. Sean wants to know, what's your favorite beer? Are you a beer drinker?
I am. I don't know if it's gonna make you mad or not, Sean, but I've never been a craft beer guy. I've been more of a Bud Light, Miller Lite, Coors Light guy. Sorry, I know that offends the crazy beer aficionados out there. I'm just not. I like to eat food, and not also eat a beer.
Yeah,
I like to drink a beer to be refreshed. So.
Heavy.
Yeah.
It's real heavy.
Yeah.
Caitlin wants to know how you got so involved with the troops.
That's something. I went to Texas A&M. I was in the Corps at Texas A&M, and so when I left, I had a lot of buddies that went the military route, and I went to music, and I felt guilty that I was doing this music thing, and they were doing something so much more noble, and going overseas and fighting a war. So I thought I gotta do what I can to help these guys out.
Kayla wants to know, what did you think of the Super Bowl halftime show with Coldplay, Beyonce, and Bruno Mars?
I tell you what I know is I love seeing all the tweets coming in going, we need to bring some country music to the Super Bowl halftime.
They haven't had it. I think like 1994, like Travis Tritt, Tina Tucker, and the Judds did it.
Wow, that sounds awesome.
But that's been a long time.
Yeah.
Would that'd be
yeah, heck yeah. Combining football and music is two huge dreams.
Yeah, I think it's time for the Super Bowl halftime, country Super Bowl.
Let's do it.
Show. Jeremy wants to know, what's the biggest buck you ever shot?
The biggest buck I ever shot scored 166, and it was a couple years ago. And my brother and I raised whitetail deer in Central Texas, so I know that these days, and I've guided some hunts that have shot over 200-inch deer, and I've seen 200-inch deer, but I've never shot one. So put that on the bucket list.
Nice. Corey wants to know, what kind of guitar do you play?
Play Martins right now.
Those are nice.
Yeah.
When did you get your first one?
14. I got a Takamine when I was 14 years old.
Nice. Yeah. Graduated to Mark.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. Joseph wants to know, what's your best advice for creating a good atmosphere for a Valentine's Day date? Like, what do you like?
That's good advice. Yeah. That's a good question. I mean, and I would say go hide in a cave and pretend the day didn't happen. No. My best advice is, if whatever you do, just plan it out. Act like you put some serious thought into it, and that way, whatever you deliver in the end, she's more interested that you actually cared and thought a lot about it.
Yeah, that's coming up. That's Sunday.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day Sunday.
All
right. Well, thank you so much. So Remington the Record's coming out, what, March 4th?
March the 4th. Yeah. We have a brand new song off that record that comes out Friday. Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Congratulations on
Thanks, guys.
everything.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thank y'all.